Hi everybody, this is Matt, and in this video I'm going to answer a viewer question, and thank you very much for sending it. The question is, who can be a gunsmith? Well, let me get the pretexts out of the way here. First of all, if you have a criminal record, you have felonies, you're not allowed to own a firearm, anything like that, obviously no. So let's just make that clear right off the front. But who can be a gunsmith? Basically, I think you can. All you people on the internet, all you folks out there in that camera, I think that you can. I really do. Because if you dream something, I believe that you can achieve it. So, what kinds of gunsmiths are there? Well, I call them kitchen gunsmiths. And a kitchen gunsmith is somebody that occasionally dabbles with something. They might not have all the technical knowledge. Sometimes the repair or the refinish, restore that they do comes off okay. Sometimes they've got to take it back to a gunsmith to have it fixed. Then you have the hobbyist gunsmith, which I think the bulk of gunsmiths will fall into. Those are the people that are replacing barrels, doing trigger jobs, replacing triggers, replacing sights, that sort of thing. Then you have what I call the semi-pro gunsmith that might work part-time for a local gun shop. And then you have the professional gunsmith that is employed full-time in a local gun shop or somebody that manufactures firearms of any type. Which brings us into a couple of legal things. First of all, local, state, federal regulations normally dictate that to be a professional full-time gunsmith, you're going to have your own store, or you're going to have to work for somebody that has a federal firearms license, an FFL. So do your research online, check it out, and go from there. Secondly, they said, Matt, how did you get started gunsmithing? Well, I give that partially to my dad, because my dad is one that instilled the passion in me to do it in the first place. Because he taught me how to shoot, he taught me how to hunt, taught me how to fish, taught me how to clean and maintain firearms. But how I really got my start was a relative had a gun shop in town. So I started working for him. I started doing the grunt work, which meant unboxing things, taking out the trash, sweeping the floors, getting the metal shavings off of the machine tools, that sort of thing. And then it went into replacing, front sight posts on shotguns, doing refinishing work on stocks, learning how to blue, how to do the hot bluing, how to do the cold bluing, learning how to replace things in actions. Basically, I was an apprentice, and that's how most gunsmiths actually start in this country, is as apprentices. They say, how can I get into it? How can I break into the business? Well, I'm going to tell you something that might blow your mind. Offer to work for free. That's it. You heard me right. Offer to work for free. Because of it being an apprenticeship thing, go to your local gunsmith and your gun stores around and say, hey, I'd love to help you out, and I'd be willing to work for free for a while. And what's the worst thing that they can say? No. But if they're willing to take you on for free, think of all of the free education that you're going to get. Think of everything that you can absorb, everything that you're exposed to. You're going to be able to see how they conduct their business, how they interact with customers, and you can learn from so many people in that business. I learned how to work on firearms. I learned how to do reloading of shotgun shells, centerfire pistols, centerfire rifle. I learned how to measure, how to work in a machine shop, and all that sort of thing. Next, what traits do you think are important? Well, first of all, passion. If you're passionate about something, if you love what you do, it means then that when you go to work, it's not really like work, because you love going there all the time. Second of all, mechanical aptitude. You need to learn how to fix things. You need to know how things actually function. Don't just replace parts. Actually learn how they work, because that will set you up above your peers, and that is incredibly important. The more you learn mechanically how things function, the better off you are. The third thing I wrote down, willingness to learn. Don't think that you know it all, because there are all kinds of people out there that know a lot more about a lot more stuff than I do about a variety of topics. So learn from your peers, learn from any resource that you possibly can. Continue to make yourself better, continue to improve, And once again, that will build on your success. The next one, should I go to a full-time gunsmithing school? I have a couple of mixed feelings on that, and that's because I taught for several years in a college environment. Think about the job market and think about how much money you might incur in student loans. Do they balance out? I don't know. That's a decision that you have to make. So along with that, they said, well, what do you think about the online schools? Well, people learn in different ways. Some people learn by books because they're a visual learner. Some people learn auditory, and others, the big word of the day, kinesthetic. Kinesthetic means hands-on. So if you're taking a course where you're just reading a book and you're filling stuff out on a piece of paper, are you really going to learn something? I don't know, maybe you are. Some people can. I've known some individuals in my life that are kind of like that Rain Man character. They're like, well, let's see, in this particular book on page 586, paragraph 2, sentence number 3, it says blah, 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 blah. I'm not one of those people, folks. And those people, frankly, kind of scare me a little bit. I am more of a hands-on, kinesthetic type of a learner. So in some of the online school offerings that are out there, they have DVDs where you can see how things actually function. I think that that's good. Anything that you can do to supplement your learning is a good thing. But one thing that I will suggest very strongly is go to a local community college. If you're really serious about this, go to your local community college and take a course in machining, in how to be a machinist, because that is so critical, so important in gunsmithing today. Because once you get through that, you'll be able to learn how to mill, how to drill, how to use a metal lathe. That again will set you apart from your peers, and it'll give you a valuable skill set that you can employ somewhere else. The next thing, again, community college level, welding. Learn how to weld. Gas welding, oxyacetylene, MIG, TIG, stick welding. Learn it. It's a skill that you can apply in gunsmithing as well as somewhere else. And who knows, you might be able to do great things with that additional knowledge. What kind of money can I earn? Man, that's up to you. It really is. But if you're getting into it in a full-time business or something else, really, as a small business owner, I can tell you that you're going to work longer hours, you're going to work harder than you would ever work for an employer. And that kind of drive, that kind of passion, if you have that, is a tremendous thing. And that will equate to earnings depending on how well you run your business. Make sure that you, if you're going that route, that you do a couple of things. You consult with an attorney to do all your business paperwork, set you up as a corporation, make sure that you're in compliance with all local, state, federal laws, and also become good friends with a CPA, because they're going to be able to help you out with your taxes, payroll, all that sort of thing that come along with operating a business. What else can I give you here? I would say that maybe throughout your exploration of this, you might decide that you don't want to be a gunsmith. Instead, you might have looked at a firearm and said, you know what? I can make this gizmo for this firearm that will make it function better. Or I can make this tremendous accessory that will make these things shoot better, or it'll make it more ergonomic for somebody. And boom, you've got your own business. Out of something that came out of your brain, something that came out of your heart, something that came out of your passion. And suddenly, you know, you are still in the firearms business, but you're manufacturing something really, really cool. You never know how your life is going to transpire in something like this. So one of my final thoughts is to develop a niche, specialize in something like 1911s, like maybe in the AR platform, the AK platform. If you have a niche market, and it's a good market to be in, then go for it, because a lot of people don't. And finally, I would say let your passion drive it, because passion means so much to your success. I am a very thorough, confident believer that passion will drive you where other things won't. And don't believe the people that tell you that you can't do it. Because there's tons of people that'll go out there and they'll say, why are you going to school? Why are you doing that? You don't know anything about that. You're going to start a business doing what? No, you know, you can't do that. You keep working at the factory. You keep doing this. You keep doing that. How many times in your life have you heard that? I can guarantee you a lot. What do those people do? They go and they do the same job that they hate every day until retirement, and then what do? You know what? There are people that dream, and there are people that talk, and then there are people that actually do. Be one of the people that do, because it's easier to dream the dream and to talk about it than it is to actually do it. And if you've got the fire in the belly and you've got the passion, go for your passion. Don't let anybody stop you, because that is how, my friends, you can be a success. Don't stop. And if you stumble, you get right back up, you dust yourself off, and you keep going down that journey, because you are the one that's the captain of your ship. Your neighbor, your coworker isn't. So I wish you all the greatest in success. If you really want to pursue your own business, please do it. And until next time, thank you for watching. Thank you for being a subscriber. I appreciate it. Be safe out there and have a good one.